Hi, my name's Barney, and I want to tell you a little bit about my area of London. These are the streets that I live on. As you can see, it's a fairly normal residential area, but there's something special about it because once every 10 days, this happens. Suddenly, the streets fill with stands, market stalls and food vendors, and the streets are full of people, all going off to celebrate just one thing. The area, of course, is Arsenal, and all the busyness is because of the matches. Here you can see the old stadium, Highbury, which has been converted into flats. For about 50 years it was home to the fiercest London derbies, and some great matches from teams outside London too. Now, we have the new Emirates Stadium. Swanky, swish, clean, smart and modern.
So Flora, tell us, which stadium do you live near?
I live near the Emirates Stadium, which is Arsenal's main ground, because I live in Highbury. And I live in between the old stadium, which is called Highbury Stadium, and the new one, which is called Emirates Stadium. So it's equal distance for me. But now I take my route to the Emirates, which is new and exciting.
Okay, cool. And which one of the two do you prefer?
I think I preferred Highbury. Firstly, because we used to win more when we played at Highbury. And secondly, it was a big family. I always thought it was really, really small for such a big club. But everyone knew each other, and because we had season tickets, you'd go back and you'd sit with exactly the same people every week. Whereas the Emirates is a lot more corporate, it's a lot bigger, it's a lot more than an football event. Also, the streets around Highbury, because they were much more residential, would get so full and packed before each match. And I really remember there being such a buzz of activity, and all the police horses and all the people just crowding the streets. Whereas now, because it's much bigger and spaced out, it's not as exciting a vibe, but it's still very impressive.
So what would you consider to be the main advantages or disadvantages of having a big stadium, or in Arsenal case, two big stadiums nearby?
Well, main advantage as a football fan is it means you avoid all the traffic because you have a 2-minute walk every week. You can turn up when you like, do whatever you like, hang out after the game if it's a good result, or just run straight home if you're really upset by it. But the disadvantages are also with that, all the traffic. If I can't get home very quickly on a match day because all the roads around are completely jam-packed. The tubes get shut. They don't open Holloway Road tube on a match day, which is completely inconvenient. But I don't mind because I'm a football fan. But people I know who are my neighbours who hate the football, they can't stand it, and it ruins the grass on Highbury Fields as well. It's terrible.
Okay, thanks a lot, Flora.
The irony of all of this is that I'm not even an Arsenal fan. I support Liverpool.